This beautiful bust of Andrew Foster was sculpted by the late Virginia Cox, whose work was a labor of love. She gave it her all, and she did not earn 1 cent for the project. The bust of Andrew Foster did not have a home for 7 years until it was officially housed in the Foster Auditorium. This bust was commissioned by the National Black Deaf Advocates, NBDA, and was presented to Gallaudet University on October 22, 2004. On that day, the university posthumously honored Dr. Andrew Foster by dedicating this auditorium in his name. Please allow me to introduce myself. I am Jamel Wright, your narrator, and I will share Dr. Foster's life with you. Before Dr. Andrew Jackson Foster became known as the father of deaf education in Africa, he was born on June 27, 1925 in Inslee, Alabama. The family would often gather and enjoy listening to the stories father told about his coal mining days and his time as a soldier in the Spanish-American War. In 1936, during a very hot summer, there was a polio epidemic across the United States. In a panic, many rushed to get immunizations. But Andrew and Edward got sick, and Edward became deaf. That same year, Andrew became deaf after contracting spinal meningitis. A year later, Andrew and Edward started at the Alabama School for the Colored Deaf in Talladega. Andrew devoted himself to his studies, reading and writing. He kept practicing ASL every day at home and at school.
Is today my last day of school? Will I be back in the fall for high school?
No. You have completed 8th grade. We don't have high school here.
Where do I go next?
go out and look for a job.
But I'm not done learning.
Many students want to learn more, but school is limited. Most students look for a job.
Just want to tell you that you are my favorite teacher.
Aw, I appreciate that.
I'm going to miss you.
Me too. Hey. Remember, don't ever stop learning. Whatever you do out there, continue learning.
What's the matter?
I'm not happy.
Why?
I don't want to work forever. I'm much smarter than this.
I know, but you need a job to earn money, just like your dad and I do.
Mom, this isn't right. I know there are people like me who want more education.
I understand.
Michigan? They say there's a deaf school there. But I can't sleep there.
That's right.
Really? My aunt's home? But it's so far away.
You will stay there.
Mom, I will miss you so much. Dad, thank you for everything.
I am proud of you.
You're signing. Good job.
When you go away, be strong, like your father, the coal miner. You're strong, just like him.
I promise you both will be proud of me.
I know we will.
Where's my brother?
Hey, come with me.
I need to talk to you.
Me? Why?
I'm leaving.
Leaving?
I'm moving to live with my aunt in Michigan.
But why?
I'm going to school there.
What about the farm here? The crops, fruits and vegetables. We have planted so many, we'll make money, we'll be rich.
Do you see the farms on every corner? So many black friends here toil for the rest of their lives, forever. None of them go to school. I don't want that.
But if you go, I'm alone. I'm the only deaf person.
I understand, but there's hope in the future.
Remember me. Remember me always.
Oh. I can remember when you were just a small boy. Now look at how you've grown.
Wow, you sure can sign.
Oh, get out of here. I sign all right.
Where did you learn to sign?
I learned at my church.
Your church has sign language?
They sure do. They have an interpreter there. There's a deaf ministry there. And they taught me to sign. Now let me ask you this. Are you and your family going to church?
Yes, my family and I do go to church, but there's no signing, so I don't really understand the Bible. However, I do enjoy the fellowship.
Okay. Have you eaten?
Oh, I just ate. I had sausage and cookies on the trip here.
I just made a pie, my famous pie. You are gonna love it. It is finger-licking good.
Oh, no thanks. I don't want to get too fat.
Too fat? You are far too thin. Oh, I'm gonna fatten you up. I'm gonna feed you well.
So good.
I told you so.
Thank you for letting me stay with you.
Don't mention it. You are more than welcome to stay here as long as you want to. This is your home.
How far is Michigan School for the deaf?
It's just a few miles west. And I'm happy to drive you there.
Okay. But your car is so old.
My car is tough, just like me. All right. Your bedroom is just upstairs. If there's anything that you need, just let me know. Okay?
Okay.
Come on, have some more to eat. Eat, boy. Eat. There's more.
Why?
Because it's our policy.
Well, I've left my home and traveled a long way here, hoping to enroll.
I'm really sorry.
Why can't I sign it?
You're only 17 years old. You must be 18 or older.
So my parents can sign.
No. Your parents have to be Michigan residents, and yours live in Alabama.
Then my uncle or aunt can sign. I'm living with them.
No, they can't, as you just moved here. You have to live here longer.
That made no sense.
I'm sorry, that's our policy.
To be honest with you, I don't want to work forever. I want to continue my education and earn a diploma. Can you give me a chance?
No.
I had such high hopes to continue my education, but they have been dashed. It's over.
Andrew, it is not over. Let me tell you about these seeds. When a seed is planted deep in hard soil, its young stem breaks out to find its long way to the surface.
I don't understand.
This seed is you, Andrew Foster. Planted deep in hard soil, you too will journey through your struggles, through your experiences, and make your way through the surface. You will successfully break through any barrier that tries to stop you. You have to have hope. Look at me. Believe me, I've been through similar experiences. I made it.
How did you find the strength?
My heart, my faith.
What is that sign?
Faith. Faith. Faith is what keeps me grounded and steadfast, no matter the struggle, no matter the journey. I keep my eyes stayed on my goal, and I keep hope.
Faith. The sign is beautiful. Faith.
That's my boy, Andrew. Faith. Keep the faith. So, what do you think?
I love it.
Andrew loved his new church, especially the sign communication. He attended church every Sunday and also went to Bible study classes. Andrew loved reading the Bible.
This verse is one of my favorites. It's what I try to live by. Anyone want to pray, sing, or share what you learned from today's lesson? Yes, Andrew.
I need to have a discussion about the verse you just described. There's some important point missing.
Did I miss something?
One of the verses from the Old Testament says, people who sin will face serious punishment.
But my lesson is on the New Testament.
But God handed down the law known as the Ten Commandments. Remember?
Andrew, the Old Testament and the New Testament are different because Christ came and set us free.
I disagree. This verse says, see right here.
Andrew and Walter debated a variety of topics from the Bible. Andrew was mostly a legalist, caring about laws, while Walter was more concerned about grace. Eventually, Walter helped to open Andrew's heart to the true meaning of love and grace. As a result, Andrew felt more connected to God, and Walter became Andrew's spiritual father by giving him guidance and advice.
When you start working tomorrow, Andrew, you're going to gain a lot of experience. And you're going to meet a lot of people. You know, in the work environment, your coworkers and your boss sometimes can get you angry and you disconnect from God. But you've got to stay the course. You've got to remain faithful and discipline yourself.
Patient and persevering.
Yes, you're right.
Via counselor?
Yes. There you'll learn from Eric Mousecoon. He's helped a lot of deaf students go to class.
Eric Mousecoon.
Eight different jobs? Looking at your test score, that's the highest I've ever seen. Very impressive. And where did you go to school?
Alabama School for the College Deaf.
Do you have a diploma?
Nope.
Hmm.
They don't offer high school in Alabama and Michigan.
Come on over here. So all of this is pretty impressive. Your answers are to the point, you're a good reader and writer, you solve math problems pretty well, you've got the work experience, all that's really impressive. But what exactly are your career goals? What do you want to do for yourself?
Well, I was thinking about getting into business and become a lawyer, and I am deeply devoted to my religion.
Have you thought about going to college?
Not really.
Do you know about Gallaudet College? It's in Washington, D.C.
Nope.
It's a college for the deaf. I graduated in 1943. I strongly urge you to apply.
Okay. Jabberwocky.
Jabberwocky is a poem by Lewis Carroll. And I'm practicing my ASL translation. It's really difficult. Why don't you go ahead and fill out the application?
How long before they accept me?
Well, once you fill it out, we'll mail it off to Gallaudet College. And the decision process takes about 2 weeks.
Sometimes I sign, and the congregation do not understand me. Just a minute.
Do you know him?
Oh, yes. He's a good friend of mine. We used to work together on the mission field. He's really cool. He's one of my heroes. I want you to meet him when this is done. You always look so young.
Oh, you lie.
Arthur and I always tease each other. Anyway, I want you to meet a new member of this congregation. This is Andrew Foster.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
You'll have to excuse me. I hate to say this, but I'm late for my elders' meeting. Why are you laughing?
I'm sorry, but you have a bad habit of being late.
Yeah, well, it's your fault.
I was impressed by the speech.
Thank you. Come on, sit with me. Let's talk.
What made you want to join the mission in Jamaica so much?
When I was in Jamaica, I was sitting down eating, and I noticed children playing out in the field. While I was trying to communicate with them, we looked at each other. Hey, can you communicate? No response. I realized maybe they're deaf.
How did you know they're deaf?
There were background noise to which they did not respond. Plus the clothes. They looked very poor. That's why I got into missionary. To save them. I brought them to new environment, to expose them, to learn how to write, to read, to sign, to communicate, to learn God's gospel.
You are truly a hero.
Oh, no. I'm getting too old. I need more heroes. Young who are brave. Especially in Africa. There's a huge black deaf population. Many of them.
I don't understand.
I'm so disappointed.
I'm tired of being barred again and again. Simply because I'm deaf and black.
Apparently, they're not ready to have a black person in Gallaudet College. They're just not ready.
So they never had a black student in Gallaudet College?
Well, no. There was this one black deaf man. His name was Douglas Craig. He had this huge heart, and he was a caretaker at the college. He would always fix things, and he just loved everyone. The students, the staff, the faculty. He loved to tell stories. Gallaudet really treasured him.
Douglas Craig. Do you have a photo of him?
Yeah, I have both pictures and films. I can go over and get my old films and bring them here.
So you collect films?
Yeah. I was a producer, a filmmaker, and an actor.
You did all that? Amazing.
So this is Douglas Craig.
Wow, such a beautiful signer.
Yeah, such a natural signer, just beautiful.
Where is he now?
Yeah, he died February 11th, 1936.
That's the same year I became deaf.
Really? Do you want to watch Setting Out?
Sure. You are such a talented actor. Why didn't you continue?
Well, it's kind of complicated. I did produce a play on Broadway, Arsenic and Old Lace, back in 1942. It had a short run. It just didn't stay. Sometimes the money would come in, other times it just wasn't there. It was unpredictable, and I really needed to find something that was a lot more stable to earn a living. So that's why I'm here.
I understand.
But I'm not giving up my hope of acting, no way. I have big dreams for the future.
Me too. I'm not giving up on my education. I have great hope for my future.
Hey, I have an idea.
What's that?
Why don't you take classes at Detroit Institute of Commerce?
What about my job?
Well, you could do both, work and go to school. You can go get your degree, and after you have it, come back and apply at Gallaudet again. You have a better chance of getting in.
Yes, I can.
What are you studying?
Accounting and business administration.
The American school. You're going to Chicago?
No, it's a correspondence school.
So you'll still be working and taking classes.
Yes, I study at Detroit Institute of Commerce during the day, work at night, and take correspondence courses with American School in between.
Oh my, you are the busy bee. I have something for you. It's a letter from your parents.
As time went by, Andrew Foster received a diploma in accounting and business administration, along with 2 graduating honors from Detroit Institute of Commerce. He then reapplied to Gallaudet College.
I can't believe it. I'm actually going to Gallaudet College.
Wow.
Wow, I was awarded a high school diploma from American School and received a congressional scholarship for college.
Well, of course. I'm not surprised at all.
I hope you will return to the theater. You are very talented. They need you.
Yeah, I will.
Good. Keep your hope alive. Plant your seed of hope for the theater.
I will.
Make sure you become an expert in this poem in ASL.
Yep, Jabberwocky and ASL. I'll keep working on it. Thank you.
Welcome. I am pleased to have you here.
Thank you.
I hope the scholarship that I offered you has worked out.
It's all set. Thanks for helping me so much.
Oh, that's good to know. And if you need any help with your financial needs, let me know.
Sure, no problem.
Would you like a drink?
Sure.
It's my wife's famous homemade lemonade.
Oh, I love lemonade.
Good. I had the opportunity to talk with several faculty members about you taking their classes next week. They are looking forward to having you in class.
I look forward to it too.
Millions of written papers were never organized. It was a big mess. We couldn't find anything.
Why were they never organized?
While I should be there, I always misplaced my stuff.
Me too. I never clean my dorm room.
Well, I do keep my things together.
This is what we're going to learn about library science. 3 basic things. The things we'll study are collecting, second thing, preserving, and the third thing is cataloging, organizing the materials.
Collecting is my favorite part.
What's your favorite thing to collect?
I collect coins.
For me, it's hubcaps.
Wait a minute. Did you steal my hubcaps?
No, that wasn't me.
That's enough.
Could you explain a little bit about collecting? What's the function?
It's easy. Use your brain, Jake.
Can I do it?
Yes, Andrew, go ahead.
Acquisition is when one has an interest in a specific object. For example, Mark collects coins. There are different features, for example, size, weight, year. One collects them and enters data on each. And then you decide which coin has value and whether to trade, sell, or preserve.
Where do you learn all this?
Oh, I'm a bookworm. I love to read about all kinds of topics, and I happen to learn about acquisition.
Andrew, wow, I'm really impressed with what you know. Maybe one day you could be my teaching assistant.
I would be honored.
Miss Merriweather.
Yes, Mark.
I thought we still had segregation.
I can explain, Mark. Show me the buff and blue newspaper that you have. Wow, this is from 1894? Why do you have this?
I collect old copies of the Buff and Blue because it has good articles, poems, and good discussion topics. It helps me with my writing.
You collect the buff and blue? Do you know who started the buff and blue at Gallaudet? A student named Agatha Teagle. Do you know about her?
Should I know her?
I know. She was the co-founder of Buff and Blue.
No, deaf men founded Buff and Blue.
No, she was the driving force behind the Buff and Blue. She helped all the men with their writing, poetry, and articles. That's how the Buff and Blue newspaper became so popular. They made a great team.
Agatha's efforts were really recognized by other people here at Gallaudet because she studied really hard, and eventually they decided to allow women students to come into Gallaudet. So my point is that Andrew can be like Agatha. He can make a difference. All students here can make a difference. You are all deaf, you all sign, and you all value your education here at Gallaudet College. You have excellent sign communication and a wonderful learning environment. So, Andrew is part of Gallaudet College, and in the future, there will be more and more deaf-colored students here. He's the first, but in the future, there will be more and more.
She also founded OWLS in 1892. And she was the first deaf woman to graduate in 4 years with a bachelor's degree. She also gave a valedictorian address entitled The Intellect of Women that provided evidence that men and women are equally intelligent.
And Agatha helped to start the first deaf women's basketball team, which played in Old Gym.
My great-uncle was George Veditz. Do you know who he was?
I believe so. Wasn't he once the president of the National Association of the Deaf?
He graduated from Gallaudet in 1884 and was the 7th president of the NAD. He was concerned with the preservation of sign language, so he filmed himself signing. He said, "As long as we have deaf people on Earth." So you got a good point. We're deaf. We're in this together. Andrew, I'm really sorry for my poor judgment.
It's alright, regardless of our skin color. We are here to learn and exchange knowledge. We are all deaf and use sign language to communicate. I'm excited to learn about your collection.
Still studying, eh?
Yes?
Do you know what time it is?
Nope.
It's 3 in the morning.
Time flies by. There's so much to learn. There's no end to learning.
I want to keep learning as well. But right now I need to rest. I have a bad injury.
Bad injury?
Yeah. In 1949, when I was a prep student at Gallaudet, I was a wrestler.
So you can wrestle again?
Yeah, I'm retired now. Graduation is in a year, and I don't know what I want to do.
What do you want to be?
I have no idea.
Do you know what I want to be?
No.
I want to help deaf Africans by sharing God's words, giving them access to education through sign language.
That's a good plan. You've read the Bible and can understand it?
Yes, I showed you. I started reading the book when I was young.
Growing up, I tried to read the Bible, but struggled to understand it.
Let me give you my Bible, which is in modern English and easy to understand. Keep the copy.
Oh, thank you.
Andrew continues with his studies and classes at Gallaudet College while participating in off-campus church activities. In the summer, he goes to Hampton Institute in Virginia. In 1953, Andrew began a teaching internship at Kendall School.
Which of these continents is the closest to Europe?
Africa.
No.
Why? It's right there.
That's Asia.
But it's close to Africa.
Andrew said Asia, not Africa. Look.
Oh, you're right.
I know, it's tricky.
Yes, Europe and Asia are the closest to each other. Now tell me, what ocean borders Western Africa?
Atlantic Ocean.
Good. Now the next question is, which ocean borders the eastern part of Africa?
Indian Ocean.
Now, can you tell me the climatic difference between Asia and Africa?
Asia has a lot of cold climate, while Africa has the warm climate.
Anyone want to add to this?
Animals in Africa include elephants, giraffes, zebras, and tigers and lions.
Tigers? No.
Yes, they had them. Tigers.
India have tigers.
Africa has big cats.
I really love this class.
Why?
When I was your age, I loved to learn about new things in the world. I'll read books and I write. I love to go out and explore. I have so much to offer, and I can't believe I am teaching here.
Do you like teaching?
Yes, I love to teach.
Will you become our teacher?
Well, I'm on an internship for a few months. Then I'll graduate
When do you graduate?
next year.
Where'd you go?
I want to teach in Africa after my graduation, but my advisors suggest that I begin graduate school for a degree in special education.
Do you think we can get into Gallaudet?
Yes, you all can. If I got in, then you certainly can. Remember two things that matter: your education and your future. To accomplish these, you have to be patient and persevere. Hello. You wanted to see me?
Yes. I have your transcript and your letter of recommendation ready. For Michigan State Normal College.
Oh, that's great. Thank you.
I wanted to double check. You are pursuing a Master of Arts in Special Education, correct?
That's correct.
Good. They are ready for you.
I can't believe I am going to graduate today. I've been here for 3 years. Time goes by quickly.
Most students graduate in 4 or 5 years. You, 3 years.
I want to say thank you for believing in me and for allowing more deaf Black students to enroll at Gallaudet.
Absolutely. And we're adding more buildings for all the students coming in. Oh, I better go. I have to get ready for graduation.
Of course. See you there. Sorry, I forgot my gown.
And your cap.
My degree.
I'll give it to you during the graduation ceremony.
Oh, that's right. See you there.
On June 1st, 1954, Andrew Jackson Foster became the first deaf African American to graduate from Gallaudet College. He earned a BA in education.
Hi.
Hi. Aren't you Clifford?
That's me.
Wow. Long time no see.
You look good.
You look young. No white hair?
I'm now in a seminary. I'm studying God's Word. I want to become a preacher.
Amen.
So now that you've graduated, what's next?
I'm going to Michigan State normal college for master's degree in special education.
Congratulations.
In 1955, Andrew became the first deaf African American to graduate with a Master of Arts degree in special education.
But I got bachelor's and master's degrees. Isn't this more than enough?
Yes, but it's better to get an additional degree. One in Christian missions, before you go to start your missionary work in Africa.
So I will have to go to Seattle Pacific College in Washington State? Okay.
And I've got to tell you something, Andrew. I am very proud of you.
Thank you for being my spiritual father since I first met you.
Andrew took numerous courses in topics such as international missions and evangelism. In 1956, he graduated with a second bachelor's degree in Christian missions. Andrew desperately wanted to start a deaf school in Africa. In order to raise funds, he went to many churches with hearing parishioners.
Any luck?
None. They don't want to help my mission for deaf African children.
Not surprised.
What do you mean?
I went through the same thing. I tried to solicit for mission funding for people who are deaf, blind, or have leprosy, but they rejected me.
That's sad.
I just went ahead and set up my own organization. Then I gave a lecture and got some funds little by little. Set up your own organization.
I like the idea. God, you have watched over me as I embarked on my journey as a child. You have seen how I continue to persevere through many struggles. I have never given up. You continue to lead me. I'm ready to help deaf children in Africa. There, I intend to sow my seeds of hope.
Gabriel read a newspaper article about Andrew Foster starting deaf schools in several regions in Africa and was intrigued to learn more about him. Gabriel wrote a letter to Andrew sharing that he had managed to graduate high school, but now he had nowhere to go.
This reminds me of my son when I was young. I would invite him to visit my deaf school. So, you're Gabriel?
I can't hear. I can't talk with my voice.
I'm deaf, just like you. And you signed, not voice. And so can you. Come with me. I will show you around. You will see children reading. You will also learn some signing. Berta? Who is that? She want to meet me? Nah, I'm too busy. Who are you?
I'm Berta Zuther.
Berta. Wow, you are the one who wrote all these notes to me? Such beautiful writing.
Oh, thanks.
You want to work with me in Africa?
Yes.
I have one question for you. Are you a Christian?
Christian? What's that?
Never mind. I am too busy. I have no time.
Wait. I want you to teach me how to be a Christian.
Berta, can you see how busy I am? I am a teacher. I have too many African deaf children's lives at stake. I need to teach them sign language so they can have education. I have no time for this. Sorry. Goodbye. God, I feel bad. It's not my nature to be rude, but she's not a Christian. She's still crying, and it's my fault.
Thank you. I'm such a mess.
I'm sorry about my attitude.
Oh, it's okay. I know you didn't mean it.
Thank you. Would you like to come with me to visit my deaf schools?
Yes, and to work with you?
Will you marry me?
Yes. What's the matter?
I can't believe it. Gallaudet College is giving me an honorary doctorate.
Oh, I'm so proud of you.
Berta, you have helped me so much.
What do you mean?
Your love helped me grow strong. It's just like water that feeds the plants. You are my water. You help me grow strong. That water has spread on the African soul, helping deaf education grow strong.
You are the one who brought hope to all of us. You are the one who planted those seeds, and you cultivated them, And because of you, they've grown. You've set up schools for the deaf all over the area. And so many deaf children have learned sign language. Because of you, they've gotten an education here.
We make a great team. Hello. How to say this one more time before I go back to Africa? Thank you for the honorary doctorate.
Dr. Foster, because of your accomplishments.
So, I am to be called Dr. Foster?
Yes, you're officially recognized as Dr. Foster now. And if I may add, many black deaf students who graduated here have become professors because of your leadership.
I am touched. You know, I continue to encourage more deaf like you to enroll at Gallaudet.
Yes, keep them coming.
I notice more students are being admitted and the campus is expanding.
We have more deaf students now because of the rubella epidemic of 1960, and many of them are learning American Sign Language. We need more buildings. We're building a new kindergarten and high school on the hill right over here.
On the hill? That's where we had bonfires and hayrides. That's where boys and girls were kissed.
Oh, you haven't told me about that one.
Oh, I will. Poor Elizabeth Pete.
Anyway, they'll be up there and they're expected to be ready by 1977. Come back and visit anytime. I'm going to encourage deaf students to get their PhDs. I think we're going to address the issue of Gallaudet College having their first deaf president someday.
Amen.
It definitely will happen.
Thank you. Now, I must continue my teaching in Africa. So long.
Wow.
He's impressive.
He is extraordinary.
Hello, Dr. Foster.
Good morning, Gabriel.
I had good news. My students passed both reading and writing exams.
Praise the Lord. I'm happy to know that they have broken through.
I remember a long time ago when you were my teacher, I almost gave up. But you taught me patience and perseverance.
I want to see my students succeed, like you.
I'm so glad you are my teacher, my role model, my hero. I can teach my students. It has changed my life. You brought hope to us.
Perhaps you could become a principal in African deaf school.
Principal? Why not?
I did prepare a script,
that I decided to discard it. It is better to speak from my heart, because Andrew Foster went to Africa to follow his heart, worked there many years. I promise you, if he has not been gone, he will still be there, still struggling, still fighting, still advocating, still. I met Andrew Foster in 1971 in his school, Ibadan, Nigeria.
Hello, are you Andrew?
That's me. Come on in. I understand you applied for admission to vocational school?
Yes, I applied.
Why were you rejected?
I was 1 year under the age requirement.
This reminds me of when I tried to enroll at Michigan School for the Deaf.
So that means I have to go back home?
No, I have an offer for you.
What offer?
Would you be interested in working with me?
Work for you? What kind of job?
As a typist.
A typist?
You will type all the correspondence and documents, file them as well. Will you accept my job offer?
Yes, I'm honored.
Starting today, you will receive payment.
I'm going to get paid?
Yes. Isaac, what is your surname? Next year, you will reapply to the vocational school.
Yes, I plan to.
Good. Any questions?
What made you hire me? Why me?
God called on me to strengthen the Black deaf community. You are to empower the next generation of Black deaf leaders. This is about your future.
My future?
And I want you to go to Gallaudet College and earn your degrees.
So I can go to Gallaudet College and earn a degree?
Deaf people can, and so can you.
I guess I can. Now, can you teach me to use the typewriter?
Oh, sure.
Andrew Foster inspired me to come to Gallaudet University to pursue my bachelor's degree. Isaac Abula was the Dean of the School of Business and Human Services, and also my advisor and mentor. Today I will graduate from Gallaudet University. Thank you both for inspiring me.
This is my last seed. If you have a dream or a passion to help, to teach, to train, or anything else, go out and plant your seed. Don't wait. I have completed my duty, received an education, and earned several degrees. I have taught and trained many. I have founded more than 32 deaf schools here in Africa. I am so fortunate to have a wonderful wife, Berta, and 5 beautiful children. Angie Jr., John, Faith, Tim, and Daniel. They will continue to carry out my legacy and share God's word. Now, it is your turn. Go out there and make a difference in this world. Remember, hope never dies.
But he chose instead to go to Africa to support the new chapter of his life, one of the most underserved people in the world. For that, Andrew is an inspiration, an example, but just to Africa, not just to America, but for people everywhere in the world. Thank you.